guys, my name is Stephanie with Chubby Girl in the World. Welcome back to my channel. I am so excited to be filming this video to start hashtag Team Project Pan with the ladies from @beautynews. And this is my low buy, no buy year with me and my husband, so this project came at exactly the right time. If you haven't seen my intro to my low buy, no buy video, it'll be in the cards, and I will also link it down below. That's one of the things that I learned how to do this year, was put things in the cards. So I have some things that I'm going to be putting into the rolling project pan, and some from the different categories. There's a spreadsheet. I'll link the original video down below so that you can download that Google Sheets doc. And if you want to follow along and do it, you can just put the hashtag Team Project Pan in the description box of your video, and it will actually, so everyone else can kind of follow along with you. You will have to excuse my hair, it's a little crazy today. It just has a mind of its own. It does what it wants, when it wants. So let's get into it, shall we? I want to start with the things that I think are most challenging for me, and that's lip products. So I'm wearing this right now, and this is I got this is a Hi-Fi Shine Ultra Cushion Lip Gloss in Naked, and I got this as a sample when I got my Naked palette and my Naked Heat palette back in, I think it was August, July or August, and I still haven't used this up. I am not somebody who like reapplies gloss once it kind of wears off, and I'm usually don't tend to be a gloss person, but I really like the way that this feels. It has kind of that minty tingling sensation, and I think it wears really well, and it really helps if you just like dot it on when you get like the inner rim with liquid lipstick. It really helps kind of even that out. So I'm excited to use this up, and this goes in my, I have just like a makeup bag that I carry with me in my purse, and so this is in there all the time, so I'm excited about that. This I got in the BoxyCharm Luxe box, and it's a setting powder by Pretty Vulgar, and it is in translucent. It is a matte setting powder, and it says it's only good for 12 months. There is a lot of product in here. It's 25 grams, so 0.88 ounces, so almost a whole ounce. I think this is okay, but I don't love it because I've used the Cover FX Perfect Setting Powder, and for me that is the perfect setting powder in translucent light. And this one again it's okay, but I find that it doesn't really last as long as the Cover FX one, the mattifying sensation. I don't tend to get oily throughout the day, but I do notice that my makeup breaks up more with this, so there is that. I find those two products pretty challenging, and just lip products in general. So I've got two lip liners. This one is MAC Soar, and I really want to use this up and get this out of my collection because it's not vegan and it's not cruelty free. So I do have things in my collection that are not vegan, even though I am a vegan, because when I first, on my journey first into veganism, I never considered that makeup wasn't vegan. I just never considered that there was lanolin and things, which is the fatty tissue from sheep's wool, and I never thought about it. So I really want to get this used up. It is a very pretty color. It is a great like nude color, and I use it with this. It's also a MAC product, so it's a mini MAC, and it is the color Twig, and it is a satin. It's a satin lipstick, so it's not matte. And so this is Soar, this is satin, so you see they're really close because they don't have a specific liner for Twig. So those two I'm excited to kind of move out of my collection because I don't want bad juju on my face, but I also don't want to be wasteful and not use it since I've already purchased it. I figure the purchase has already been made, I've already done it, and so I might as well just use up what I currently have. And I bought this because I really wanted to support Lily Singh. She is one of my favorite YouTubers. Okay, so not really sure what happened to the camera there, but I was in the middle of telling you about Lily Singh and that I bought this thing from Smashbox to this color. It's called Boss, B-A-W-S-E, to support her because it was her collaboration with them. And it is a really pretty classic red, and it does dry down. I really, really like this color, but the problem is for me, it's one of those things that dries down in a weird way, and it does flake, and I don't enjoy that. I don't love it, so I'm trying to get this used up. There's a couple of streaks and windows in here. That's where like I kind of scraped at it. But there's tons of products left in here, so I want to get through this in this year because I am dying to purchase a Fenty gloss bomb or to purchase the Fenty Studded Lip Paint, either in uncuffed or in the red color. I really, really want that. I swatched those at Sephora and they were amazing, and I want them so bad. I believe the Studded Lip Paints are cruelty-free and they are vegan-friendly, so Fenty's not a vegan brand, but some of their products don't contain animal products, so you just kind of have to check which ones. And my other... hello to everyone! Hello everyone! Sorry, my husband had to come in and talk to me for a second. So my second lip product that I'm trying to move out of my collection is this Stila Stay All Day lip liner. It's in Pink Moscato, and I picked this up at TJ Maxx, and I feel like the packaging was a little misleading because this little like mauve-y color is not indicative of this packaging. Like, I thought this was going to be a much brighter pink. I don't mind the mauve-y color. I actually ended up really liking it, but there was another one I got, I think it was called Angelo, and that one it was so light, it made my lips look like concealer lips. But there is a lot of product in here, and so I don't know if you can see that, but that is a lot of product, and so I'm trying to get through those lip products in 2019, and so those are going into my project pan. I'm not the kind of person who has more than one mascara at a time. However, that being said, I just got picked up my Ulta birthday gift yesterday, and it was a mini mascara, so of course. And I got this in the Luxe Box BoxyCharm, and it's the Grande Mascara Lash Boosting Formula, and I really like this. I think it's buildable. It's also vegan, which is really nice because I fell in love with the IT Cosmetics Superhero formula, but then I found out that it's not vegan. I think it contains beeswax, and it just kind of kills me because most makeup brands don't need to put beeswax in mascara anymore. Like, there's a lot of other alternatives that they could use, and it just kills me. So I really, really liked that formula, but the Grande Mascara one it's buildable, but it's not as immediately dramatic as the IT Cosmetics mascara one is. And for my highlighter, I got this as a free gift with purchase with an e.l.f. order, and it's the highlighting pearl paint, and I really like this because you can use it on your cheeks, on your eyes, or your lips. And I've used it for all three, and I really enjoy this. It is shiny, and it's got micro glitter. The only thing that I don't like is the actual dispenser is kind of messy, so you have to be super careful. And so you can see here that's kind of like a peachy gold reflect, and it's just subtle enough and has just enough micro shimmer that it's not like super chunky glittery, which I really appreciate. I don't like chunky glitter. I can't abide it. I don't like it. So there's that. And I also picked one nail product because I am terrible at using up nail products. I almost never do, and they always go dry. So this is one I actually got, I think this is 2 years old. I bought this with a gift card that my parents got me to Sephora. One year they got me like $100 gift card, which was so nice and so amazing. And I just bought I bought just a ton of stuff, and this was in the Formula X like mini version, and it had like a prep and clean and all the different stages. So I'm just trying to use up this red color here, and I really like it. I'm wearing it now, and it's stayed, and it doesn't chip, and it's pretty chip resistant. So I'm a fan. I'm a fan of this formula. I also am a huge fan of the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation. You guys, this is $5.99, and I bought this back in August, maybe. Now, I might be a little bit different than most people because I don't build this up to full coverage. I don't like the full coverage like look. I just don't like it. And I'm wearing this today, and I'm about here on it. When all of this settles and I scraped it down, it was about here. When I kind of like looked in there, this is about where the actual product was. So it really, I enjoy it during filming, and I know a lot of people say that it doesn't last a super long time, but on me it does. It adheres to my skin, and I think it's because I normally don't use a silicone based primer. And I was going to put well actually this isn't, whoops, I totally just dropped something. So this isn't really a primer, it is it's a coconut water cream, and so it helps hydrate, smooth, and recharge, and safe for sensitive skin. So I like this because you can just put it over clean skin. And even though it does contain dimethicone, it's not the first or second ingredient, it's like the 4 down. So it's not going to be as potent as, say, you know, like a smoothing primer, which I don't really enjoy. And I feel like when I wear smoothing primers, especially with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation on my skin, it just kind of slides off. And I don't like that. So if my skin's really moisturized and I don't use a primer, then I will, it will stick much better. And so that's why I like this, that this is a water cream and not necessarily a primer. It's a moisturizing primer, not supposed to be a pore filling primer. For me, pore filling primers just don't work. I think it's because my pores are too big to be filled. You can't really see it on camera because the lights wash it out, but in person, if you saw me, you'd just be like, wow, a family of 4 could live in your pores. And you're like, I'm like, I know. So, the other concealer that I'm trying to get through because it is not vegan is the Instant Age Rewind Eraser Makeup Treatment. I am almost through with it, but again, I have had this since July, and it is giant, and it takes forever to use this up. It takes forever. So I'm excited to get through that, and I do have a backup concealer waiting in the wings. It's my e.l.f. one, which is vegan, and I can't wait to get through the Maybelline one and start using that one. I also got this was my lip balm product. This is my EOS lip balm, and of course it goes on for days and days and days and days and days and days and days. That is, so I bought 2 of these because I used one up fully, and I made myself a bet in 2018 that I couldn't use up a lip balm without losing it, and I actually finally used up a lip balm. And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna get myself the nicer ones, the EOS ones, Evolution of Smooth ones, and that's what I bought. So I have 2 of them, one in my everyday bag and then one in just my here on my vanity. So I am panning the one that's in my makeup bag because I just take that out and use it more often during the day. And of course, a cult favorite, the Urban, this is a, I believe this is a mini size of the original Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion. So I really want to try the anti-aging one because I'm 34, so my eyes are a little bit more mature now. I've got wrinkles. I've definitely got wrinkles. I've got wrinkles and crazy hair. So, but again, I have had this for, I had the larger one with the wand. This one's a squeezy tube. And I had the larger one, and that one lasted a good long while. This one, again, I think I have been using since, I want to say, late August, early September, and there's still a good amount of product in here. There's at least, I would say, 3 to 4 weeks worth of product in here, if not more. So this is really hard to go, but I will roll in another one. I have another one from Luscious ready to go when this one hits the dust. Also, from e.l.f., I really like this Matte Magic Mist and Set Spray, and it is about here right now. You can't see, but like when I hold it up to the light, I can see that I'm about here on it. And this is kind of like a give me product, like I know I'm gonna get through this pretty fast. I think I probably wouldn't repurchase this because the sprayer, I think, sprays too much product per spray, and I probably wouldn't repurchase this one. And I think my next setting spray, I want to spend a little bit more money and get some more SPF because I wear a SPF moisturizer, and I don't know if that is enough to have like any sun blocking benefits when it's underneath your makeup, so I'm not sure. Now, let's get to the hard stuff. This is the NYX Bohème Chic palette. It is terrible. The eyeshadows in here are terrible. The blushes are fantastic. So this I've been using during the winter, and then this is going to be my spring summer blush, and sometimes I mix the two. So this is like a peachy coral. So I don't think you can see. There we go. So it's like a peachy coral, and then this is more like a cool toned pink. And I really like mixing them together because then you get this kind of cool mauve-y tone, and that's really pretty. So I have tried pretty much everything with these shadows to try. They look really pretty in the pan, and they swatch okay, but if you apply them to your eye and like the wind blows, they just go away, and I hate that. So, but the only reason I am keeping this palette is for these blushes because I really do like them, and I don't feel like depotting them, and I am really determined to try to figure out a way to use these more interesting colors, even though I don't like them as eyeshadows, to see if maybe, I don't know, maybe I can use them as liners and get some Duraline or something like that. I'm not sure yet. I think that would be kind of interesting to use like a grungy green. Like, let me see this grungy green as an eyeliner. So if you have this palette and you've made it work, please let me know in the comments down below what you did, because I would love to know your secret, and you're probably a sorcerer. So just putting it out there. So for my eyeshadow goals, I am doing, this is a Profusion eye palette, and I got this at TJ Maxx. Oops, sorry. I got this at TJ Maxx for like $7.99, and I am super excited, and the eyeshadows that I'm going to be focusing on are these top three here. So this is called Dusk to Dawn, and it's a really pretty shimmer. You can't see. There we go. So it's like a pink shimmer, and then this transition color called Khaki. So this is, I'm wearing khaki today, and there's another shimmer called Cream. So the shimmers in here are, I would say, really beginner friendly because you do have to build them up. That cream color really doesn't show up on my skin tone. But this one, this color is called Terracotta, and so this would also make a really pretty blush. So I'm focusing on the top three, and then there's this little, so the top three here, and then this terracotta color. This is a really pretty peachy shimmer. Where did it go? And like I said, these are, I'm a terrible swatcher as well. So this pretty this terracotta color, this peachy shimmer, this purple color, I really enjoy this kind of lilac purple color. And then this pink is a blush, and I am wearing today on my eyes, I'm wearing khaki, I'm wearing blush, and I believe I'm wearing, this one's called, oh, what is it called? Delight. I'm wearing Delight. I'm a delight to the eyes today. And I think I've deepened up my crease with Celebrity. And so Celebrity I've already hit pan on because I use that as a bronzer. So those ones I'm excited about. And then this, so the eye primer that comes in here and the concealers I'm not a big fan of. They just don't work very well. And then I'm trying to pan this brunette eyeshadow brow powder. So I usually use an eye pencil to kind of define the outlines and then use this brow powder to fill it in. I am also trying to pan this plum and this navy eyeliners. There's also a brown and a black down here, but I usually tend to use, for black eyeliner, I'm probably going to do a wing, and then today with blue, with my, I'm wearing a kind of, what is it called? I am wearing Voltage Blue Mega Liner by Wet n Wild, so that's what's on my eyes today. So those are the items. Oh, I forgot one more thing. So there's one more category, and that was fragrance. And I went, and I don't wear a ton of perfume. Oh my gosh, I've got eyeshadow all over me. I don't wear a ton of perfume because I work in a medical office. I'm an administrator. That's my day job. And I can't really wear perfume to an office. It's not really appropriate. So just in case you don't know, it's not really appropriate to wear a lot of heavy fragrance to a professional office because so many people could have allergies and it can be kind of insensitive to wear a lot of scent. So I don't wear perfume to my office. So I really only wear perfume on the weekends or when I'm at home, you know, just kind of maybe if I'm working from home that day. So I don't really tend to invest in perfume. But that being said, I went and was just kind of testing perfumes at Ulta, and I found a Burberry Her, and it smelled so good. And it was the perfect mix of like sweet and sultry scents, and I loved it. But I didn't feel like paying, I think it was $30 or $40 for a roller ball or like a purse spray. And the full size is like $70. And I just didn't want to do that. So I tried to find something in my collection that would be similar, and I have the Victoria's Secret's Love Spell, and this is almost gone. I didn't realize that like every spray just kind of like went down a bunch. And this one is, I think this is a knockoff of something, but I'm not sure of what. It's called Only Me, and these two together kind of smell like Burberry Her. They don't smell exactly like it, but they smell pretty similar enough to me anyway. So those are the items in my project pan, and I hope that I get to see all of your guys' videos. I'm so excited to see what you're trying to pan, what products you're trying to do. Are you trying to pan a palette? Are you trying to just hit pan on, you know, I know a lot of people are trying to hit pan in, you know, a pan in every palette or different things like that. So let me know in the comments down below what you're working on. Let me know if you have recommendations of who I should be watching. Leave them down below, and I'd love to hear them. Thanks so much, lovelies, and have a fantastic day. Bye!